There's a point in your life before Jesus did this incredible miracle in your heart where you looked and went, let me get this straight. You're expecting me to believe that as I look around this world, a holy and perfect God had compassion on this world and sent his one and only Son. Now, probably some of you who are older, you have children, and maybe there are moments in the life of you as a parent with your child that they have done something that you're like, I don't like them very much, but I'm not willing to sacrifice them for the world yet. And yet, God looks at his Son who did nothing to offend a holy and perfect God and says, for you and for me and for this entire world, I will send my Son who will live a life they cannot live. And what I'll do is I'll take his life that he lived and I'll credit to all of these bad people. And then there's a punishment, a payment that needs to be paid. And he'll pay that. And then what I'll do is I'll credit that to them. You probably looked and went, yeah, right. And maybe, just maybe, you said things like this. Logically, that makes no sense. There's no way. Yeah, that because, are you ready? If you're taking notes, God doesn't make sense. In fact, God doesn't owe you an explanation because he's God and you're not. So what he calls us to do, right? Because here's the thing, you have received all of that. You have received this. In fact, you looked at Jesus, you've looked at your co-workers the way the world has, and then Paul says, we don't do this anymore. Because what's happened is this. See, through faith, through his word, he's come into your heart. I'm